Hey there, what's up, YouTubers? Happy Friday and happy weekends. Apparently, after numerous attempts, trying to find someone to talk to on Discord, and apparently I failed. So I figured I should talk to myself, and by creating some more content on YouTube in regards to self-reflections and whatnots and etc. Yeah, while my grandma does her work at the kitchen, and in the meantime, I also like to test how well this camera can perform under some low light conditions. Apparently it has performed well so far, and other than trying to make friends on YouTube and Discord just now, a few minutes before I filmed this vid, I have been also trying to edit another video, actually a Patreon exclusive video. I like to wrap up editing by the time when my grandma finishes by the time when my grandma finishes her kitchen work, not including but are not limited to cooking the dinner. Well, apparently she doesn't want my help with her kitchen work, so I also like to take this opportunity to talk to you guys, and also to those who dare not or could not speak up in front of a camera or in front of a computer screen or in front of real human beings. I know there are plenty of you who are still hiding out there, waiting and suffering and feeling afflicted, severely afflicted in silence. So to those who are still experiencing travails and tribulations, then in silence, then I highly recommend that you get started making YouTube vids right now, right there, or right here. It can make you fall into a state of blue or depression or even schizophrenia especially on Fridays, when you don't have anybody to talk to except your grandma and a handful of people, and yet they are just too occupied with their own affairs to speak with you on those days, while you just have too much free time and too few people to talk to. So that's when it becomes a severe issue, especially for men. As we have probably, as you have probably well known, we men tend to talk far less than female human individuals do. And that's precisely why I reckon as men we should remain as productive and useful as we can make ourselves by creating contents, by making YouTube vids as often as we can. Sorry if I managed to make some stupid grammatical mistakes. over, in my previous arguments and statements. But that's the utmost, that's the ultimate truth. In order to get better at any skill, at any technique, you have to keep practicing, not just learning a language, but also creating contents. So in fact, everything nowadays is about content creation. Whatever thing you see at lectures, in classrooms, at unis, colleges, institutions, or institutes, you are basically seeing people delivering contents. Either they created or they borrowed from somebody else who created those contents to you. So do bear in mind the significance and the indispensability of content creation. And what else? In regards to to making cold calls, I also have a bit of plans to continue running travel agencies, in particular in Japan, to gather more information and intel about how to make your travels and journeys as productive and as meaningful as you can, while especially during such occasion in which you travel pretty much alone, on your own. So here I would like to show you a pamphlet. Just excuse me for a sec. Just like to show you. So here I've got this pamphlet. It basically, sorry, just let me show you one more time. It basically contains plenty of information concerning concerning local tour groups, consisting most predominantly Japanese folks, which you can take such opportunity to learn, to get yourself more familiarized or adapt with the language per se, and try to blend yourself into the Japanese culture and their social circles, especially their inner circles. Just in order to make your life to make your lives a lot more comfortable than occasions in which you don't speak the language so well, or thereby making you lose multitudes of valuable opportunities to learn more, to grow more skilled and and more useful. It's just well, I don't know, but at least for now, for the moment, all I can do is continuing to create contents on YouTube, and trying to make as many cold calls all over the world as I can. And in the meantime, also learning things, techniques and skills, not just knowledge. By attending lots of free online courses. Maybe I'll see if I can attend some paid courses online, assuming not assuming, but so long as I can earn a bit of more funds in the next couple of weeks. So yes, your your support does make a huge difference more often than not. And yes, the time you spend on learning things will also pretty much, most predominantly determine your future outcomes and achievements. There's no doubt about that. Don't you guys also agree? Don't you guys also reckon so? Yeah, so during this, so I highly advise you that during this COVID-19 full-scale lockdown, try to make yourself as useful and as productive as you can by creating content on YouTube. If not, then you should get started with learning new techniques and skills. And try to spend your free time more wisely than you used to. By learning a skill or a language, or learning multiple languages. For instance, I have been learning French and German simultaneously, though nowadays I can't still speak a word of German except the word Scheiße, which pretty much means shite, shit, Scheiße. I presume, which makes me presume that the word shite, the British word shite, may share the same origin with the the German word I just mentioned, Scheiße. Actually, I learned to speak Scheiße, much earlier, than I even care to remember. It's just I know it's all about semantics and syntax and grammar and not grandma but grammar. So yeah, keep trying, keep learning, never cease to make yourself useful and productive, and remain steadfast and stay faithful, and stay tuned to my next YouTube vids. Of course, I shall make parts of that particular Patreon exclusive vid available to the general public on YouTube as well, so don't you worry too much. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching and listening. So yeah, just in case I forget, today is the 9th of October, year 2020. I'm speaking from local Beijing times perspective. Yeah, just in case I forget the date. Yeah, so anyway, in any event, feel free to let me know what you guys think of my videos, of the way I speak, of my accents. If my accent still sounds not sufficiently British, please feel free to write down please feel free to write down your comments, and or maybe by making a reply video on YouTube, so that you can correct my mispronounced words or expressions. Anyway guys, I beg your pardon, my grandma wildly appeared in front of my camera in my video. Well, anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video overall so far. So thanks again for watching and listening, and stay tuned, remain steadfast and faithful, and I shall see you guys in the next videos on YouTube. Take care, have a great weekend, and enjoy your Friday nights. Bye bye. Cheers.